What are the games?
The NFL games?
Funny, Ryan. Funny.
You made me think that you weren't ready to go live. I was like, what is happening?
Let me just...
We are
I was just
live.
curious what the games are.
I'll Google it. Hold on.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
no, I have it pulled up on my iPad now, so I know exactly what all
got
of the
them right here.
games
Oh,
are.
I was just asking that like existentially. Like,
Oh.
what are the games?
What are the games?
Do you want to inform the people of what you're talking
No.
about?
No.
Anyways, welcome
Get on
into the
our level.
Tailgate presented by Breckenridge Brewery and DraftKings Sportsbook. We appreciate those people very much. And, this show means a lot to us. So the ratings, of course, are important to us. And so we ran a few focus groups, and unequivocally, every focus group we talked to said they hated Andre.
Oh, God.
Andre, and then also Dr. Alberto, they just said, those guys suck. Can't watch the show if they're still here. So,
Unwatchable.
Andre, off the island.
Woo.
See ya. She's quick as that.
It's been a long time coming, honestly.
No.
Yeah.
He's always
Well-
yelling about something, complaining about something. Today's good vibes only.
Good vibes only.
Yeah. What week is this? What week is in the NFL are we? Are
Week
we
11.
Are we talking about the NFL today?
Yeah, we're talking about
Those
the
are the
NFL.
games.
Okay. So the 11 in the NFL. So it's been 11 weeks coming.
11. Yeah, I would say so.
I think that Eric is going to fill in for that spicy Andre.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. He definitely has filled in for him when it comes to a nice Broncos jacket.
at
Nice old Broncos
Look at
jacket.
this. Look at this. Look how patch focused I am.
Oh,
It just
You're
is
very patchy.
As a human.
Look, even more patchy.
Oh, wow.
Well,
I have a thicker beard than you.
I can't believe how much that hurt and how much I walked into it at the same time.
We're happy to have D-Line here with us. Of course, also Henry Chisholm. Let's get started by lighting the grill with some hot takes. Henry, hit us with it. What is your hot take of the day?
Well, not to spoil my upset, but the Broncos are going to win today.
Ooh.
Tell me more.
Well, if you look at the Broncos the last couple of weeks, they've been playing pretty badly.
Yeah, that's true.
If
I
you,
would say
When
that's
does the
right.
hot take start?
if you look at the Dolphins recently, they've been playing pretty well.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Due
checks
for
out.
regression.
Positive
I think
regression, negative regression.
like this Broncos offense isn't as bad as we've seen the last couple of weeks. No part of this team is as bad as what we've seen the last couple of weeks. And I think it's just games where it's just like, yeah, this is what they look like. Sure, the Dolphins have a good defense, but it's not like it's the Steelers that they're going up against.
It's covered.
Hell yeah, that's why I'm here. We're talking NBA today,
Yep,
right?
That's how you got promoted.
Hell yeah.
Tell us about R.J. Hampton. The people are dying to know.
Well,
Please
I would
don't.
say okay.
Okay. Anyways, do you have a hot take for it? Well,
I do.
Henry, are you done?
Sure.
Okay.
My hot take.
Your hot take is just the Broncos are going to win today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Isn't that, isn't that sad?
Got that right.
This is where
I'm
we
not
are.
Dre. You can say whatever you want.
This is where we are in the season with the Broncos, where the hottest take that you can conjure is that they'll win the football game. And frankly, it's the hottest take I've heard in some time.
yeah.
Here's my hot take. My hot take, a little bit of a bummer. A little bit of a bummer.
Don't do that.
I feel like after today, we might be in a quarterback controversy situation on Twitter. I feel like the Ripper might make an appearance today, and he might rip it up a little bit. And I feel like I don't like this. I don't like this take, but I have to be true to myself and my thoughts. I feel like we're going to see the Ripper, and I feel like we're going to have a Twitter-based QB controversy moving forward.
Yeah, my screen time's going down too. For this to happen, the most logical path to that is they put in an injured Drew Lock
Yep.
against a team that wants to send a zero blitz on every other play.
Yep.
They have an offensive line that can't pick up a blitz to save their life.
Yep.
And Drew Lock gets hurt, and then you see the Ripper.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the hurt part, but he's coming in with hurt ribs to begin with. He looked very hobbled last week. His throws, I mean, his decision making was poor. He was overthrowing. Like, to me, it looked like his throwing mechanics were thrown off by injury. And I feel like, should we continue to see some of that? I feel like the Ripper might come in and then screen time down for old Hank.
It's going to be a big week for checkdowns.
Oh.
It's going to be a real big week for checkdowns because last week he missed a whole bunch of open guys in the flat and tried to push the ball downfield where it was like a contested throw. With all the blitzes, with him already in pain, he's got to be able to find those guys.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong because
Me
I
too.
don't want to see
Listen,
Drew Lock get hurt.
I prefaced it by saying it was a bummer hot take, but hot nonetheless.
It is hot. And the weird thing is that I think like Brett Rippon is a good option against this defense because he's really good at throwing into the blitz. Wherever it's coming from, he can find that and he can kind of get rid of it quickly. So I would have been fine with him just starting today, protect Drew Lock. But I think they really want to see as much Drew Lock as they possibly can. Hopefully that doesn't backfire on them in the form of your hot take.
I know.
My hot take is a little bit. It goes off of a question I asked you, Henry, which was, are the Broncos going to score a touchdown in the first half? I say the Broncos not only score a touchdown in the first half, they score a touchdown on the first drive.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
How's that? Play that out for us. What does that look like?
So,
Okay.
the Dolphins, they like to blitz.
All right. I'm going to write this down.
Pat Shurmur, I am of the belief that he knows this.
Sure. Okay.
I would
All right.
hope. I would hope so.
If you know it, he may know it.
When you start the game, you often have a script. And when you have that script, you can call plays that will counter what they're trying to do. So I think that they're going to draw some stuff up to get the ball into the hands of Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler just in easy little drag routes across the field. And I think one of those turns into a big play, and then they're able to punch it in once they get down into the red zone.
Football is easy, isn't it?
Yes.
You just like really break it down. I mean, like no part of that is arguable. And I cannot believe that the Broncos that they're going to do exactly that and win this game. Henry's going to be right. You're going to be right. I'm going to be sitting here holding my cold hot take. I'm fine with it though.
That's fine. You'll live. You'll live. Anyways, those are the hot takes. And this Broncos game is one of those ones where I think you could have a narrative flipper, which I think you're kind of pointing at there, Henry, in the sense that everyone thinks one thing's going to happen, except for Vegas. They're the one place that doesn't think that's what's going to happen. Like, of course, they still have the Broncos as underdogs, but I think everyone looks at that 3.5 line and they're like, what's wrong here? And a lot of times when that happens, it's a trap game for the bettors, and a lot of times when that happens, the underdog goes ahead and takes care of business. So that's my biggest reason for optimism, honestly, is that Vegas doesn't think this is as lopsided as most people do. Henry, why don't we start now with you and your Tinder picks?
Oh,
Yep,
boy.
I'll start working on that.
Oh boy.
Do you want to run by what you have for your message for us?
Same message. I'm actually.
I have a
No,
question.
I want to hear Eric's question.
Oh, I have a question. So do you need to? Are you just going back to the well? Are you asking the same person every time?
That's against the rules.
Okay. Good.
No, it's all
So
it's
you
all
need to
new
establish
people.
a new potential love connection each and every week.
Yeah, potential being like potential, not like it's within reach.
I have a second follow-up question.
Okay.
Have you met any of these people in real IRL after?
No,
Okay.
no. I do have one very good friend who I met on Tinder. We met a long time ago,
Who cares?
and then
we're really good friends. We met in real life.
Well, but does that have anything to do with this conversation?
Well, I'm just saying, like, couldn't you? I want you to ratchet these, connections up a little bit. I mean, you find out that you have similar football ideas.
The fun part of the bit is that I'm terrible at this.
Okay, that is fun. Okay, you do you, please.
But we want to help you this time.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, finally, we get a new message.
Do you guys want to help me?
Why would we help you?
Because go.
I already did.
Tweet out
I did.
It doesn't look like it.
I did it too. We all did it.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
You should read my tweet too. It was like 11 words or something.
Really? It was just the tailgate 11 times.
The tailgate, the tailgate, the tailgate.
I said 2 words, so it would be an even
Just
number.
end with a the.
Then the
Okay, but what are we saying to Grace? Thanks for liking my tweet, Allie. And a retweet.
Let me see Grace here.
Do we have time for this?
Ooh, she seems fun, dude.
She does seem fun.
Go for it.
Thank
all
you.
right, so
okay, so
tell
we have
us
permission.
give us your rough draft.
Yeah.
It's blank right now. Hello.
Oh, I like that's a
Oh,
good. That's a
good,
solid
great
start.
start.
Solid start.
We're gonna go exclamation point. Hello.
There may be
Oh.
new people listening to this who don't know what Henry's
Oh.
Tinder
Okay,
picks are.
well, so how this works is Henry has from now until whenever I arbitrarily decide it's over to get one of his Tinder matches to give him a pick for against the spread today. And if he gets it, Eric and I will bet it. If he doesn't get it, he's got to take a shot.
And the fun part is that it's kind of sad because I'm like desperate and very single, and typically nobody responds to me.
That is sad. And
So
I'm
now you're ready to watch.
and just FYI, like I'm also very desperate. I need to win some bets, Henry. Like
Yeah.
Huh.
So
Okay. Well, hopefully Grace has some takes
What
for
do you think about this? Would you grace us with a pick for today's? Don't do that. She's probably heard that one a lot.
Yeah, plus it's kind of bad.
It's very.
So I brought this up I brought this up more than one
Crazy
time,
with
and
the
it's been
pick.
laughed down every time. But I really find it. I think this is an absolute winner.
What?
Hello! Exclamation point! Obviously.
Okay, we're right there.
R, just the letter. R, U, just the
R.
letter. Down,
Okay.
down for a little hanky panky.
We are never saying the phrase hanky panky again.
Eric, that is the worst thing ever.
Well,
man.
Allie,
It comes up often.
If you hear that as a woman, run.
Allie, you just haven't been talked to right. It's like you've never been approached via Twitter from Hank or through Tinder. Just try it once.
True.
Okay, how about this?
Not with Grace.
Hanky panky's like what your mom, like what your parents say when it's like awkward. Please.
But
But
he's
it's my
Hank.
name.
Allie
Hank.
always takes this stuff so serious. She's like, "That's a bad idea." And we're like, "Oh, no way, really?"
Yeah, the commenters, please. Wouldn't you be thrilled, tickled to receive a question?
Ooh.
Would you like
Hank is the
a little
best.
hanky panky?
Hey, A-Rod, you on Tinder? Or does that say red?
A red.
Oh.
Okay.
These guys
How about
crack
this?
Me up.
Amazing Grace, comma. How
Oh.
sweet the sound.
Oh,
Of you
I
giving
want
me
her
a
to
pick.
message me back.
It's true. It's true.
I'm,
I'm just saying, like it never works. You got to switch it up, bro.
yeah. Okay. Hello.
Good.
Is this
Send it.
Send it. Okay.
This is as far
Okay,
as
all
you
right,
able to
here
get.
it is. Here it is. Hey, I don't like hello.
What game do we
Yeah,
need
hello.
advice on? What game do we need advice on?
We're gonna pick the Broncos game.
Okay.
So,
Hey.
what's up?
Hey, comma, what's up?
No, don't over grammarize.
Hey,
this.
what's up? Question mark.
I was wondering if you could help me out with something.
I was wondering
I like all this so
if you
far.
could help me out with something.
Hanky panky.
Should we say like in the near future, in the next?
Just
few
say
minutes?
like.
I'm in desperate need.
Yeah.
I'm in desperate. Spelled it right. Need.
Of a girlfriend.
Whoa, that's a little too forward. I don't know.
I'm in desperate need of advice.
How about this? Hi, I'm desperate. Said.
No.
Okay.
I'm in desperate need of advice on the Broncos game today. Would you pick the Broncos plus 3.5 points or the Dolphins minus 3.5 points?
Oh my God, I just now was swept off my feet. By
I know.
that.
I've never heard something so romantic. This is probably the most romantic thing I have ever sent.
Do it. Send
Okay.
it. I want to see it.
You
sent.
could add
I'm in
in
desperate
like,
need of advice for the Broncos game today.
Today.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. That would have blown it.
Someone tweeted at you, Eric. That's a terribly great pickup line. Hashtag DNVR Tailgate.
You see what I'm saying? You see, Allie first heard it, disgusted, but now look at her melting.
No, absolutely.
Oh,
Continue to
oh!
be
It
upset.
turns out not melting, actually just angry.
Okay.
Well, maybe.
Hey,
not
what's
good.
up? I was wondering if you could help me out with something. I'm in desperate need of advice for the Broncos game today. Are the Broncos going to be within 3 points of the Dolphins?
Oh, simplifying.
Yeah.
Yes, because most people don't
Yeah.
talk about this like.
Right. Minus
do.
3 plus 3. Did
Is
you say
this the
are the
spacing
Broncos?
right? It's all kind of just
Say,
a brick
do
of
you,
test.
Do you think the Broncos are going to?
Do you
Here-
think? Okay.
And here's the
Less
kicker.
pressure.
Here's how you know it'll work: is if you add an emoji.
Okay, but which one? A money emoji?
Maybe a kissy face.
That's a little premature. Also, pandemic.
I think
I'm out of
we are
practice. I don't know how this works anymore.
Do the little
Henry, you can figure this out on your own, and that's part of the game.
Okay, let's just send this.
Yeah, just
Just
send
hit
it. Let's see
send?
what
No
happens.
emoji? Oh.
We have
No, definitely an
way-
emoji. Just
All right,
put-
now send that to 17 other girls.
Yo.
Well, I don't have that many options, but I'll do what I can.
Okay, all right. All right, now we move on to our picks, which may or may not be better than Grace's. There's honestly no way of telling. Start with lock prop upset while Henry's working on that. Eric, why don't you give us yours?
Okay. So my lock is for the Chiefs to go in and just absolutely mop the floor with the Raiders. They lost the first game. I feel like there's going to be bad intentions coming in. I feel like the Chiefs are an easy cover at -7.5. I think that's the easiest thing that I've ever bet in my entire life.
Okay.
My prop, Taysom Hill.
Wait, I want to go back to your lock because I am on the other side of
Oh.
this. Yeah.
Ooh.
The Raiders are
spicy.
so much better than anyone gives them credit for.
It's true.
Just because they're the Raiders, and I totally get it. But like, there's a reason they beat them the first time around. It wasn't a fluke. It's because they're a damn good football team. Now, I don't think they're gonna win this one. I think there's just gonna be some Mahomes magic late, and the Chiefs will win. But 7.5 points is quite a few. So
Is this how this
my opinion.
is this how this typically works? Where somebody gives a lock and then the next person undermines that lock at every point.
Well, as Adam, I forget the word I'm looking for, but as Adam pointed out last week, our locks weren't very good. So
Poor locks.
yeah,
Okay. Well, Drew Lock also quite poor last week. So my
all of our
prop, Taysom Hill filling in at quarterback. He was chosen over Jameis Winston to be the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. My prop is
How
for
do
him
you
to
say that word?
the way I just did.
Really?
What did I don't even know how I said it. But
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
I know it's not that.
I think I say New Orleans, but I just said New Orleans. I don't know.
It's really the camera. The
I might be
microphone.
trying
It's
to-
scary to say that.
I might be trying to show off. I can't even
Orleans.
tell. But I feel
New
like
Orleans.
if they
Yeah.
get even remotely close to the end zone,
Yeah.
they're going to run it in. My prop is my lock. Like Taysom Hill is going to score a touchdown today.
Smiley face.
Best prop I've seen.
Greatest prop.
Is it too late to send an emoji now? After 3 minutes later? Damn.
And if you wanted to get a spicy, you could even say that he scores the first touchdown.
Oh,
That's
that
if
is
you want
spicy.
to. If you want to up it, but if you want that free money, you go with Taysom Hill just to score a touchdown. And my upset, the Packers, to go into
Yeah.
Indianapolis and beat the Colts. Two.
Kind of a cheap upset, but I'll allow it.
So let me just recap here. So my lock is wrong. My prop is the best,
Great.
and my upset is weak.
Yes, check out. I mean, plus 110 is.
It's still an upset.
It is. It
So take those Packers, baby. Let's go.
Can I interrupt once more?
You need a little more volume on your
Yeah,
mic.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't
There
want to
we
be
go.
screaming. DNVR Golf tweeted Henry Chisholm is looking to pull off some hanky panky today on the tailgate.
Love that
makes
that's
me
going around
very
the internet.
angry. But we have
Love that. It's like half the time serious Bucks reporter, half the time
Yo,
messing around. The
literally,
crossover is just perfect.
Literally, if every accomplishment in my life gets erased, and the only thing we're left with is that I introduced hanky panky as a phrase for you that sweeps the nation, I will consider it a life well lived.
Okay, and then I apologize if I'm messing up your name. Jay Missler tweeted, listening to DNVR_sports write Tinder messages is incredible. Now I understand why my husband is obsessed with these guys.
Ah,
So
love
thanks
it.
for watching, guys.
Maybe that's a potential Tinder match. You and her husband.
Ooh.
I think that's our new tagline. Your husband is obsessed with us.
Your husband is obsessed with us.
The
That's
tailgate.
so good.
Your husband is obsessed with
Goodness
us.
Maybe that's my
gracious.
Tinder bio. Your husband is obsessed with me.
That's it's a weird one, but it'll
Yeah.
catch attention.
It will catch attention.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can continue.
Oh, cool. Thanks. So, anyways, Henry, lock prop upset.
LPU.
And you don't remember one of them?
I know, and it's been like 20 minutes. So the lock was the Vikings -7.5, which
Hate it.
is against the Cowboys?
Yep. Andy Dalton City.
Yeah, you've been talking about Andy Dalton for months now, and he's still just been the same garbage he's been in Cincinnati.
Dude, after being concussed and having COVID at the same time, he's a new man.
The CNC
I don't
Music
even know.
Factory.
Yeah. Oh, did he? Oh,
No,
he
it
thought
was
he
a
had
like. It was a
response.
like, which is still cool,
Yeah,
but
good
it's
for
not
you.
what I want. Maybe I'll send her a message too.
You should. She's on right now. Honestly, jump on it.
You gotta
No. We gotta go through these
Okay.
bets.
You
I
gotta
gotta
take the
make people
shotgun
money.
approach.
Yeah, the Cowboys are bad. The Vikings are bad too, but they're not that bad.
They can run the ball.
7.5, exactly. I feel like more than a touchdown safe. Devontae Adams over 85.5 receiving yards. I don't think we have official confirmation that he's playing yet, but he played last week with the same like ankle injury, so it should be fine. He has been putting up like 150 or more yards a week, and so 85 seems like it should be easy for the best receiver quarterback duo in the entire NFL.
While completing the upset.
It's
Yeah, that's-
crazy that that's considered an upset, but yes. Broncos upset +170. I mean, yeah, this is a toss-up game to me. I think the Dolphins
Love
are
it.
just a little bit overrated. I think the Broncos are underrated because they play terribly. And so toss up.
So you think the Broncos are underrated because they're a bad football team?
No, not because they're a bad football team, because they don't perform well.
They're not a bad football team. They're just bad at football.
Well, the last couple Sundays, it's just been kind of
I see the distinction.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like, they are better than what they've shown. And I think that they're going to get back to that.
What do you say? What do you say to those fools out there, those fly-by-night football fans that say you are the way you play?
Get
Where's your
off Twitter.
response?
I don't want to hear. Those are the exact people. The people who say I'm watching the TV and the Broncos are bad right now.
Yeah.
Those are the people who I
they're
don't want
wrong.
to hear from on
Yeah,
Twitter.
they're wrong.
So everyone.
So the
You
Yeah,
might
city,
pretty
be
much.
better off deleting your account.
so
I
you're
know.
talking directly to hashtag Broncos country.
I only want like the not fair weather fans, but like the fans that are the opposite of fair weather, but also
Diehards,
incredibly
baby.
positive. Die hard, but also could never say anything mean about the team.
So you want kid glove wearing, orange glasses viewing,
Yeah.
Bronco apologist realists on your side.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I
let's
think
go.
it'd
That's
be
me.
I think it'd be
Let's
a lot
go.
of fun.
So I'm gonna bet that right now. I love it.
Aquaman here is saying, of course, I bet Dre's lock last week. Ouch, in all caps.
I
Freaking
just
Dre, dude.
love when Dre's
It was
wrong.
a bad week for locks. We've already established this.
Let's just say like there's a reason Dre's not on the show, and it's performance based.
Okay, so I got very distracted. We had a new link, so I did not catch some hot takes.
Okay.
Oh,
Henry's is the
I
Broncos
got
are going to
that.
win. Eric's is there will be
controversy.
a QB controversy.
after the Ripper comes and rips her up, it has to be that word for word, otherwise I won't win.
Let's
do you
not
spell
put
Ripper?
Her in that makes
Yeah.
me uncomfortable. Rips it up would be much better.
I like rips her up myself, but I'm
Oh,
not. I like that literally at the conclusion of every sentence I say, one of you cringes.
Yeah.
Okay, there will be a QB controversy.
After Brett Rippon enters the game.
And rips her up.
Please stop.
I can't help myself.
And then mine is the Broncos will score on their first possession.
Okay.
Yeah, see, I think I might win, guys. That's pretty hot.
That is hot
That is pretty
AF.
hot.
All right. My lock prop upset
Let's see here. What do we got?
is a lock, a prop, and an upset.
Here they are.
There
Let's
it
find
is.
them.
Oh yeah, you need to wait for it too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I do. Okay. Titans plus 6.5. Andre hates this.
Yeah.
Huh. I already took that.
Yeah, okay, good. I just think it's too many points. I think that this could be a close game. Uh-oh, he's got a response.
Oh boy.
I did.
Already?
Hold on.
That's
Already.
record time.
I'll
Henry.
verify this. We need outside verification here.
That's record time.
She has
Henry.
no
She
idea,
has no idea.
but she is awake before 10, which I think is kind of like a plus.
She ended her sentence with an emoji. Let me look at it.
I
it's
have no
it's
idea.
crying laughing.
Crying
about
face.
it.
laughing.
Crying
Yeah.
laughing.
I got this covered.
He's got
You
it.
guys
Okay,
go
all
back.
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Titans plus 6.5.
Okay, go vote on the poll. It's out.
Andre thinks that the Titans are a bad team. I think that the Titans are a decent to good team. I think that they're good enough to keep just about any game close. Henry is just glowing
Look at
right
him.
now.
Look
Literally,
at
your
He's like a
face.
whole new man. He's like a
He's
whole
like
new man.
smiling while he's trying to come up with a clever
Wow.
tweet.
Well, because usually they just give me an answer, and then I'm like, oh, got what I needed, and then I don't ever really hear from them again.
Ask her if she wants to smooch.
Okay, and then we'll
Say-
build up to
Let
the.
me
I'm not saying
simplify this. A, Broncos plus 3.5. B,
Yo,
Dolphins minus 3.
maybe ask her to bet one smooch.
No, stop.
No.
That's. I don't think this is
Okay, anyways, Titans plus 6.5. I think that's a close game. I don't know who wins, but I think it'll be a coin flip. Prop, Philip Lindsay over 27.5 rushing yards.
This is the most painful prop. This is the same yardage prop every week.
No, it's been in the 30s. They're lowering it.
Okay, well, it's like you look at this, you're like, that's physically impossible for him to run for fewer yards than that, and then he ends up running for 5 yards.
I am of the belief that someone, somewhere,
Oh, boy.
in that building knows a little something about football. And they are going to say, hey, maybe we should give the ball to our best player on offense a little bit more today, especially considering this team wants to blitz at every opportunity they can. So we need to hand the ball off to Philip Lindsay. And even if he has like 2 carries for 1 yard, you still have to keep giving him the ball. I'm gonna get heated. I don't want to get heated. So anyways, Philip Lindsay eclipses this easily. Eclipses easily.
Man,
I really like that.
I have bet this prop every week, and my total up top at the upper left has been declipsed every time. This goes right back down.
I would say he's probably eclipsed this at least half the time.
Well,
The expectations have been higher before, though.
That's true. The expectations.
this like when I look at that, I'm like, that's the easiest money anyone has ever made, and then I just continue to lose money on it.
And I really like it because I've had like when I've been laying in bed trying to get to sleep the last few nights, I've been thinking about being just a little bit too harsh on Phil on the draft podcast. We kind of had like a conversation that took a turn, and I still stand by the fact that like he hasn't maximized his opportunities for the last 2 weeks, and the truth is like nobody on the team has though, and he's still at like 5.5 yards per carry for the season. And for anybody who listens to the draft podcast, I want to take back like half of what I said because I went a little too far.
Like, here's the thing. Eric, you're a basketball guy.
Sure am.
If Jamal Murray misses his first 2 3-pointers, you don't tell him to stop. Or actually, let me even take it further. You don't just stop giving him the ball. You tell him, keep shooting until you make one.
Here's the difference between basketball and football.
Oh, I've always wondered this.
Is that a parental warning? Sorry for dropping the S word, the old smooch more than once.
God, that word is really hurts going in the ears.
I know. I can't stop myself. Well, okay, so in basketball, everyone touches the ball, and no one decides that somebody just flat out does not get to touch the ball. Like Michael Malone's not like, all right, so when we go to this side, we're going to give the ball to Melvin Gordon over and over. Mm-hmm. Like the ball moves around. They start, somebody can actually hold the ball and they decide if they get to shoot it. Philip Lindsay can just be schemed right out of this bad boy. Like he can end up with 2 carries, 3 carries, like an unconscionable low number of carries, which we've seen happen many times. It doesn't make any sense, but all we're talking about is whether or not Pat Shurmur thinks it's a good idea or not.
Yeah, thank you for the difference between basketball and football.
There's other differences. Do you want to know the other differences? The shape of the ball, first off.
Do you think it would help Pat Shurmur give the ball to Philip Lindsay if the ball was round?
I don't think it would hurt. We could try.
Would you rather watch a basketball game played with a football or a football game played with a basketball?
Wow. I think football with basketball.
Football game with basketball, yeah.
A basketball game with a football would be incredible.
It'd be all passes.
Can you imagine?
And you'd have to throw a spiral too, because that's how you throw a football.
Can you imagine the dimes?
That would be hard to get it into the basket.
But can you imagine the dimes that Nikola Jokic would throw?
Oh, that's true.
Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't need to dribble.
No, because you'd just be throwing it.
Yeah.
Heavens to Betsy! I smell a segment coming up in the future. A recorded segment.
I love it. Also, I never got to my upset, which is Rams plus 175 on Monday Night Football. Yeah.
Sure.
I like it. It's good value for a pretty equal team, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. It's time to crack one open. And before we do that, a shout out to DraftKings Sportsbook. It is the greatest enhancer of sports that exists.
True.
And we're sitting here yesterday watching some sports, and Eric's like, wait, why aren't these sports as good as they normally are? And he's like, oh, right, because I don't have any action on this.
Yeah.
We got action. We did a little eye test, boys.
ETBs.
Eye test, boys, is when we watch UFC, and we just wait for whoever comes on the screen. We know nothing about them, and then we just bet on whichever one passes the eye test. It was 1-1.
Yeah.
It was 1-1.
It could have been better. The eye test boys... their official
glasses?
debut. Well, their official debut as the actual eye test boys had mixed results, mixed reviews.
So, anyways, go over to DraftKings Sportsbook, download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app, and get a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR. That's right, a sign-up bonus up to $1,000 when you use the code DNVR and start having more fun watching sports. Could it be more fun? Yes, it actually could. So go get it. and use the code DNVR to get that sign-up bonus up to $1,000. You must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonus comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25x playthrough, and restrictions do apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details, and if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right, on me. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's the best.
I barely got
How
it.
sweet the sound.
Finger hurts.
Goes down smooth. Okay, this is Kale, not Guy.
I'm not Guy. I'm like a discount version of Guy.
He is a guy.
He is a guy.
He is
True.
a guy.
He's also a discount version of a guy.
All right.
Welcome.
Solid start there. Solid. Good. Great.
All right, this is normally the part where we talk about fantasy, but the people who do that aren't here. So
I do that.
Well,
He said the people.
I also said, who do that.
I do that
Okay, all right.
to my
Anyways,
the best of my abilities.
We are down Andre, of course, because we shot him into the sun.
Thank goodness.
And
where
we
he
are
belongs.
down Guy. I don't know. But we got Kale here.
I know some things about fantasy.
He knows some things about fantasy, which honestly could be better than anything we've had so far. And we have Henry, who says he talks about fantasy. So, Henry, talk about fantasy.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, so if you look up above my head, you'll see my starts.
Something happened to his eyes on that graphic?
No, it's just this screen. It displays it in a way that is like blown out. It always looks weird.
Well, typically we see that on like the lightning round graphic too, where I have lightning for eyes.
Yep.
That
So
one
this
does
is
it.
probably a surprise. Yeah, that is right. Scared me for a second, but yes, we are starting Joe Burrow against Washington because I don't think Washington's all that good, and I don't love a whole bunch of the quarterback matchups this week. We were, I think, down on Joe Burrow last week. I think this is the week you're back in on him.
Wow, I could not disagree more.
Really?
Joe
Oh,
Burrow-
we get a bet.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a bet on this. I'll do
Top
10? Yeah, there's no way he's going to be a top 10 quarterback.
Okay, Joe
this
Burrow,
week.
top 10 this week.
Okay, I will take that bet. Absolutely. Joe Burrow against Washington's defensive line. With that offensive line, he's going to be running for his life entirely. He might get a lot of attempts. They're probably going to throw the ball 50 times, which you think has that upside.
You do.
But Washington's defense is awesome. I don't think he's going to have a lot of touchdowns.
Awesome
And
is a
Kendall
strong
Fuller is playing out of his mind right now. So I don't trust T. Higgins, where most of his fantasy production is coming right now.
Look at that. Were you prepared for Kale to come at you that hard?
I wasn't prepared for anybody to try to tell me not to start Joe Burrow this week.
Like
All right.
just feeling the heat coming from this side. I feel my face feels a little warm.
My hands are
my
nice
beard
and-
is a little patchier than that at the
It
beginning of
is.
that.
Why do you keep some of
It was
those?
torched off.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Are you talking about each individual hair?
Yeah, like
Well,
what does that
just
mean?
like once it gets thin up there. We can talk later. Moving on to Marvin Jones. We have he's one of the Lions receivers, and he's basically the only one that's healthy. No Danny Amendola, no Ken Galladay going up against the Panthers. Panthers have a good defense. They're gonna like double team him, triple team him. I don't really care because he's kind of their only option, except for like DeAndre Swift or something crazy, or Hawkinson. Big week for Marvin Jones. He had a pretty big week last week in a similar circumstance, so we love that. Sticking with that same game, Mike Davis with no Christian McCaffrey. I really like that as well, especially in a season like this one where there are so few fantasy viable running backs. Maybe not too much time left for Mike Davis to start, but this is one week that you should take advantage of if you have him.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lions are really weak at linebacker, so there's going to be a lot of dump-off passes that are probably going to, in a PPR league, are going to be really, really vital for you with Mike Davis. So I would agree with that. Have him on my start list as well.
Cool. Who else do you like? Do you have any sleepers? Any people in mind
Lamar-
that might go off today?
Lamar Jackson at Tennessee. I really like Lamar Jackson at Tennessee today. Lamar has been down as a fantasy quarterback this year in general. Tennessee's run defense is really, really bad. And Jadeveon Clowney's on IR. So I'm just going to assume that Lamar's going to have a day with his legs, and I think that makes him a really good start this week.
I like that pick. How do you guys feel
so.
about this Taysom Hill thing? In ESPN leagues, because he started the week as a tight end,
What?
they aren't able to move him and make him unable to start at tight end.
Wait, he's a tight end,
Well,
Yeah, you can play him at tight end or flex if you
In normal
want to.
weeks.
but just not at quarterback.
You can play him
you
at
can play him
quarterback
at
this
quarterback,
week as
too.
well.
I got to pick up this Taysom Hill.
So I just want to know: do you think that's fair game? Like, if are you starting a quarterback at tight end or flex? Is that a cheap move?
I think it's lame that the passing yards are going to count if you're starting him at tight
you
end.
have to start him at tight end. If you can game the system in such a way, holy shnikes, you got to get on that.
He's great value at tight end for sure. The thing is, like, he's not much of a quarterback. He's never thrown a touchdown. I don't believe
18 career pass attempts.
Jake Luton, who's started 2 games, already has more 40 more career passing attempts than him.
Yeah, and Taysom Hill's 30.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And so, like,
he's over the hill, you might say.
He certainly is over the hill.
That being said, I think you can expect a rushing and a receiving touchdown out of Taysom Hill today.
Receiving.
Oh, could he get the trifecta?
That'd be wild.
What, a special teams touchdown?
No, passing, rushing, receiving, defense, special teams.
Okay.
Yeah. Taysom Hill, though, like, I honestly don't mind him being listed as a tight end because he's going to play quarterback like a tight end. Like, he hasn't – I think he's thrown 2 passes this season, and he's been lined up at quarterback 39 times. Like, he is in there to run a read option after read option after read option and probably just hold on to the ball most of the time and be the workhorse for the team, which is a weird thing for a quarterback to do, but that's kind of why I don't even think of him as a quarterback.
I think the whole thing where Schefter reported, like, there will be no special packages for Jameis Winston was BS.
Yeah.
I think maybe what they'll do is like fake Taysom Hill injury early in the game and then bring in Jameis.
Yeah. I think their best option is to play Jameis.
Hopefully after he scores a
definitely.
touchdown. And my
Hopefully.
my prop hits.
Hopefully.
Okay. So there you go, Hank. Who are your sits?
My sits are Giovanni Bernard. As much as I like Joe Burrow today, I think with Joe Mixon back, it's probably time to at least kind of hold off.
You saying you should mix in?
I was going to say,
Sure.
do you believe
you
they'll
shouldn't.
I
Mixon.
saw
Mixon.
Mixon. I thought Mixon went to IR yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought I heard that he was back. Oh, no. We'll come back to this one.
Joe Mixon did go on IR yesterday, everybody.
Yeah.
So Gio
you
Bernard is a
should
good
mix in
play.
Gio
Yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah, so Giovanni Bernard's actually a good one.
So instead of a sit, he's
Wow.
an absolute
He's
star.
back.
Wow, I did
So
not.
good.
I did not like come on the show just to completely
That's big
own
news.
Henry today, but
I'm
I'm
not
sorry
calling
that
that
happened.
Ryan Tannehill. Up against the Ravens. Ravens defense is good.
Everyone's starts and sits are going against my lock. It's not good.
I
Yeah,
don't
we're
know.
giving out a lot of really information that's at odds with.
That usually plays well. We've got an ESPN show.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, though, just really don't like him in this matchup, especially because I do,
Number 1 scoring defense in the league right now is Baltimore still. So that's a good call to sit Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah. And then Cam Newton going up against the Texans. Seems like it could be a sneaky good matchup, because they give up so many fantasy points. You'd think that Cam could do something, but the problem is he's bad. And so don't get fooled by the matchup.
Yeah.
And remember, he's not good anymore.
He certainly was for a few games.
He was.
for 2 games.
It was fun.
And then it all went away. And I recanted my take, which that he's not good anymore after he had 2 good games. So now I'm left in limbo. I'm
What's
double
the
wrong.
official take? Is he?
He's not good anymore.
Not good anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good anymore.
Okay, we got some questions here. No questions
questions.
quite yet. Okay, so if you have questions for these buffoons, then let them come right through. And if you do ask questions, me and Eric will answer them because we probably have just as good a chance as being
It's
right.
true. Yeah, we're. I mean, I feel like I'm on a buffoon level. No problem. Like I can absolutely.
I
hit
don't.
the same level of buffoonery.
Henry is.
No
If
sweat.
I'm a buffoon, then you're...
a buffoon.
I don't even... Okay, cool. Never mind then. Go back to calling me a buffoon.
Wait, I want to hear the rest of that sentence.
Honestly, I couldn't think of anything worse than a buffoon. And that's kind of why I'm so upset.
What a great word. I'm going to start
It
to use
is.
buffoon way more often.
You're a kook. That's what you are.
But I like stretching it out. Buffoon. Like those O's. Hit those O's.
yeah.
All right, tune into the DNVR Fantasy Podcast every Tuesday to learn about the players who are on IR that could make a big impact this week.
Can I just
Okay,
say?
real
what-
cool, Ryan.
Can I
Real
just say,
cool.
what an appearance by Kale, by discount level guy. Kale comes in, just absolutely flames Henry.
I know that
Drops
hot take there,
knowledge.
right? Lamar Jackson, start him.
You were just giving out terrible info, and then Kale just stopped you dead in your tracks.
Watch.
It was great.
How about a daily fantasy matchup? Me and you.
Oh, me v you? Oh,
Yeah.
you'll win.
Do we have time to?
Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'll do it. F it. What do I care? I've got
true.
dynasty leagues. I know about fantasy.
When this is over, we're gonna jump on like DraftKings normal and
But I like that you want to challenge me versus the guy that flamed you online. Like the.
I'll challenge Kale.
Okay, go.
All right, we have a question here, so let's see it. Naeem Hines, Nick Chubb, Kalen Ballage, Melvin Gordon, start to PPR.
Oh, that's a really tough one. Chubb is got to be in there, but Naeem Hines and Kalen Ballage both seem like they've kind of taken over their backfield. Melvin Gordon isn't really in the conversation to me. Definitely Chubb, either Ballage or Hines. It's kind of a gamble, but I go Hines.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, me too.
Need two: Fulgham, Claypool, Godwin, or Chark. Wow. That's a good problem to have here.
It
I know.
is.
Embarrassment of riches.
I go Godwin.
I say Claypool, Chark.
I feel like you just can't bench Godwin. Like, as good as that Rams
true.
defense is, I just have too much trouble benching him. I can see why you wouldn't, though. And I'd probably put Claypool in, too.
All right. Well,
Torrey Craig's going to the Bucks.
meh.
Fair. Back to football?
All right, let's go back to football.
That's a little bit bummer. I wasn't ready for that.
It's time to horse around.
Oh,
As if we've been doing something else all day.
know.
We have beers. We have cups.
Okay.
If you're if you listen to the show or watch the show often, you know what this means. It's time for a little flip the take.
Oh boy.
So
get
the way it
these.
works is you have a cup. We have cups. You have a take. We'll start with Eric. He is given a take. When Henry and I both flip our cups, like I just did, although you couldn't see that because
I did
my
as well.
thing is blocked. Then you have to flip your take to the other side. So
Okay. No
we
practice round.
are going to
That's not
give-
practice. That's just showing off how sharp I am.
Oh boy.
All right.
3 for 3.
Unbelievable.
Watch out, Eric. You're going to be changing your mind
Okay,
a lot
do you want
here.
me to read them?
No, I've got him.
Okay.
Eric,
Yeah.
Drew Lock should play today through his injury. We know he will, but should he go?
Eric, I will let you know when to flip your take once they got it.
Well,
Go.
Drew Lock is a warrior. He needs to show that the people of Denver, that he's got the
Flip.
But why would you put your quarterback in harm's way? That's the most important position. He's supposed to be the franchise quarterback. We're gonna put him in a place where his ribs hurt, where he has to
Flip.
But like, why he needs to prove to the people of Denver that he's a warrior. Like
You
we
should say warrior again.
we like a strong quarterback who doesn't care about his ribs. Do they hurt? Who cares? He's all about dropping dimes
Flip.
and throwing touchdowns, which is so stupid. Why would you do that? Like, he's a young quarterback in his career. He's going to derail his career to impress us here in Denver. Show us he's a warrior.
Flip.
It's unbelievable. Drew Lock is not. Which side am I on?
I think the negative one.
Which is the negative one? Drew Lock I'm just going to give my real take here. Drew Lock shouldn't be playing today. Like, I don't know. We all know he's a warrior here in Denver. He
Take a
doesn't
shot every
impress
time Eric says warrior.
Move
He
on.
knows how to talk about football. Just say warrior a lot.
This guy's a warrior.
He's a warrior. Look at all those warriors out
Just
there.
a football guy.
Yeah.
The gridiron.
Warriors everywhere.
Warrior on the gridiron. He leaves it all out there on the field.
What's the equivalent of warrior for basketball?
It's a warrior.
The warrior.
It's the warrior. It's Kevin Durant.
Oh, like lengthy?
Long boy.
It's close.
All right.
I don't know.
Henry, your take is Pat Shurmur is the problem with the Broncos offense.
I mean, like, have you watched it? Like, they have no plan. Like, the first down, they can't pick up
Flip.
any. I mean, at the same time, though, everybody on that team has kind of been trash recently. Like, we're 2 weeks, 2.5 if you want to count the first half of that Chargers game, into just looking at an offense that's totally dysfunctional.
Flip.
At the same time, though, if everybody has been so bad for so many different reasons, can you really blame Pat Shurmur? Like, can you blame Pat Shurmur if Phil Lindsay is only picking up, 1 yard per carry in the last couple of weeks? Melvin Gordon, not much more. The receiver's not doing anything. Drew Lock can't
Flip.
see anything. But it all starts at the top. It's a young team. You're supposed to have a veteran presence that's going to put them in good situations so that they won't have to go through these struggles that they're going through.
Eric,
and
what are
as of
these
right now,
sound effects?
that's not happening. Pat Shurmur has been. I mean, he hasn't been that bad though. Like compared to Rich Gangarello last year. At this point in the season, what were people saying about Rich Gangarello? They were very, very, very disappointed. But what happened at the end? Rich Gangarello turned it around. Pat Shurmur's going to turn it around too. Wait, did I flip my take there?
Where are we?
That might be the same
How
take.
long are we going to be flipping? I mean,
I said, okay, we're good. You guys kept flipping.
okay.
So.
I didn't hear that part. I just kept flipping.
Eric, your sound effects when you don't get it are very weird.
It's traumatizing. And there's people watching me. I'm dead center in this. People are watching my futility flipping. It's making me feel bad.
Flipping
Well,
futility.
then get better.
I should get
Start
better.
making your flips.
I'm going to get better.
You should feel bad if you're
Joshua
failing.
here says Drew Warrior Lock.
Drew Warrior Lock.
That's the new shirt.
He's a warrior.
Put some warrior paints. I like it. He's a warrior.
This man's a warrior.
All right.
All right, Ryan, your take is injuries are the Broncos' biggest issue.
I mean, look at it. No Von Miller. No Cortland Sutton. You go down the list. Alberto Kawhi-Bunam is out. These guys are so hurt. How can you expect a team to reach their potential when they can't play football? It doesn't matter who's out there. These guys can't get it done. But what? Of course they can't get it done because they're not the starters.
They're not warriors.
You have a whole, all-star team of guys on IR or opted out or one thing or the other. But what do coaches get paid for? Coaches get paid to put the players in the best position to succeed. And that's not what's happening because they don't have the right guys out there. You can
Guys, wait a second so he can speak.
We don't care about him.
No, we want it to be hard.
This is a
My
flip
brain
showcase.
just exploded. I don't remember where
I want him to lose.
Yo, I just got Steph Curry hot.
You did.
You think Ryan waits
I'm
a
injured.
sec so that you guys are able to
Yo,
finish
look at
at
this.
least 2 words.
Oh, you really blew it.
Don't you feel like this segment is more about our flipping ability than Ryan's talking
Also,
ability?
I
Eric's
feel like
honestly just feeling good after I destroyed him yesterday.
Yo, can I tell the people at home? We were like in prepping for the show today. We're like, oh, let's flip around. Allie got odd, and she ended our world in a way that I was not prepared. We were having a race. Allie got all of hers done before I even got one.
Yeah,
and
it was a perfect game.
It was so decisive. I didn't even feel bad. I was just like, yep.
And then
okay.
they thought that I was cheating because I had an easier side, so I went on the other side and did it again.
Allie ruined all of our worlds. She was the destroyer of worlds, and it was impressive to see.
I would like to add that as great as Allie was, I did start winning 8 straight games.
You did
But then I
start
beat
it.
you.
matchups.
But then Ryan,
You were only 1-1 against me.
Okay, cool. And guess what? The Bills are only like 3-3 against teams outside of the AFC East, but nobody's taking that away.
Let me
from
just tell the people at home
Yeah, it
that
was an
didn't
alright
have the
take.
benefit of
I
seeing this.
mean, it was a
Hank,
good tie-in.
Hank,
Yeah.
not impressive.
Yeah.
Allie, very impressive. That's the takeaway.
Anyways,
Patience in here saying, "Yay, go Allie!" Thanks,
as we're talking
Patience.
about the Broncos injuries, this is the hardest thing about this season for me, just because I don't know how to evaluate it. Like, I really am flipping my take every 3 seconds because I just don't know. Like, on one hand, this team is so shorthanded, and if you give them all these players, you have to assume that they're much better. But like,
Yep.
how many more wins? Like Mace thinks Cortland Sutton himself adds 2 wins.
Oh, really? See, I would go Von Miller. I think Von Miller adds
yeah.
at least 1. Like, he is a guaranteed, you're 4-5 at worst right now.
Are we playing 4 quarters too?
And it could be more than that with Von.
Oh boy.
It's Sutton too. Like, what does Sutton do? Because there were a lot of weeks where the offense was not looking good because none of the receivers.
If Drew Lock could just throw it up
they're
to
doing.
Cortland Sutton whenever he wanted, I think it would make a big difference.
That's the throw that he makes every single time. Like, all he wants to do is lob a ball up in the air, and he has one of the best receivers in the league to go catch those balls.
You actually have him.
Well,
That's the
and
problem.
that's the point. That's the point. So I don't know.
Now you've got Tim Patrick trying to play that role.
Timmy, Pat,
Hey,
Pat.
can I not have a nickel?
We don't. Do you have a quarter?
Of
Yo,
course not.
Does
People
anyone have
don't
a quarter?
use.
We are millennials. Why would we have quarters?
haven't-
Hey, why
on.
would we have quarters then?
I haven't paid for anything in cash in like 11
Hold on, I
months,
just need to
9
bask
months.
in the
8 months?
symbolism of Henry playing quarters with a nickel. That's incredible.
There's no way
That's
of us
like
getting quarters.
That's like a way of saying someone's not very smart.
Yeah, dude, he's
You're
out, he's out here playing quarters
he's
with a
playing
nickel.
quarters with a nickel. It's like he's a couple
looks
card. What is it? A couple cards short of a full
Yeah,
deck.
he's a couple dimes short of a quarter, baby.
The bar, of course, isn't open, and so we have no way of getting another quarter. So
At least
you're
our
At least
cash
say it
register is safe.
BYOQ.
Can one of the commenters text us a quarter?
Ooh.
3D printer?
Are you guys ready?
We should get one of those.
All right.
Do you want to explain 4 quarters for
4
the
quarters.
people?
We are given we are given hints as to a player on the Broncos.
Sure.
When you know who it is, you bounce your quarter into your cup.
Nickel.
That you bounce a
Maybe
coin.
you have the advantage. You have no idea.
No, I don't think I do. I've never bounced a nickel before.
Yeah. Anyways, if you know the answer, you buzz in by getting your quarter in your glass, and then you got to get it right. If you get it wrong, you're out.
Of the company?
Yes.
You're fired.
That's having to Dre.
That's why Andre isn't here. Same with Guy.
If you get it wrong, you're done for that round. You don't get to keep bouncing your quarter and guessing.
People are now texting quarters, so you
Thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, everybody.
There's one. Oh.
Hank.
Wow.
Hank playing quarters with a nickel. I just can't. I just need to I just need a minute for this to wash over me. How fucking
No.
great that is.
Okay, ready.
Freaking great.
The first person played college at Louisiana Tech and Florida.
Damn it.
He was a 6th-round draft pick.
Jeff Driscoll.
Yes.
Yes.
Jeff Driscoll.
Look at that. I told
Yeah,
you you might have the
first shot,
advantage.
losers, and I have a nickel.
You know
I
what's
told
crazy?
you might have the
You know what's crazy
And I-
about Hank? Look at he's like back behind the NBA 3-point line with this. He's like really far away from his
Yeah, you
corner.
guys are like jabbing yourselves in the stomach with your elbow.
We're going for high percentage shots.
We have large stomachs.
Okay.
We do have large
You
stomachs.
have
More reason to get your elbow away from them.
All right, 1 point Henry.
Oh,
Moving
boy.
on. This player has not played a snap for the Broncos, but he has won 2 national championships. He is with his 4th NFL team. He plays on defense,
He hasn't played a snap.
but he is on the team.
He's on the team.
Okay, nickel's worse. Ryan, if you're not going to use that, can I have it? Mark Barron.
Yes.
There we
go. Okay.
There we go. I
Henry.
I could not think of the Alabama player that it must have been.
Yeah. I didn't know the
Henry's
answer.
killing it.
I didn't know the answer, but I just wanted to get the quarter in there.
All right.
I was
Henry has 2. Ryan and Eric have 0.
How many
Next
more are there?
player, 4.
So I don't have to take the shot, losers.
You don't have to be so mean on this
All
show.
right. This player didn't start camp as a starter.
Okay.
He is on his rookie contract.
Okay.
He's 235 pounds,
Oh, no.
and he played at Iowa.
Oh, it's Michael Ojemudia.
No.
Oh.
You also did you hit it in your?
235 pounds.
Oh.
Josie
Just the
Jewell?
biggest
Yes.
corner in the league.
It's a small.
Wait, am I out of the company?
Yeah, you're done. You can pack your bags and head
OJ
out
out
of
there at 235.
here.
Man,
He's like he's like 190.
the hubris of my guess. I didn't really weigh the gravity.
Okay. Final one.
I thought Josie Jewell was bigger than that.
Okay, final player. He was born in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Flip. That's what people were chanting when I was killing it at Flip Cup. Was on the Super Bowl 50 roster.
Okay.
Broncos leading scorer. I am not.
Brandon McManus.
You guys.
I said it
didn't even
first.
say
I
a
said
real
first. Go
name.
to review.
What
Yes,
I- what
I
I
said
didn't
I was
say a real
totally
name. I
first.
just said
What I
Brandon
heard-
McManus.
It
was Henry.
totally was.
Okay.
Yeah, what I heard was Bandermiss.
That's
Well,
what
then
I
you were
said.
not listening to me.
Who's Bandermiss?
Henry had started the word before I did, so I needed to take some shortcuts to try to finish before he.
Yeah.
You shorthanded a phrase that you
I was
said?
I just
not
said
going to read the
Bandermiss.
nickname.
Bandermiss.
I was not going to read the nickname.
The Gooch
The
Slayer?
Gooch. Oh, Gooch Slayer? Is that what it is?
What did you say?
No.
What?
That
The
he's
Gooch
the Gooch
Slayer?
Slayer?
And Allie wasn't going to say it. So.
Allie, you have to say it.
No.
Or you're out.
Henry, I'm
Allie
fine
out?
being out.
Allie might be out.
I'm fine being out.
Me and you, Allie, we're going to figure this out together.
All right.
So that's a
Eric.
for Eric and RK.
There's. I want to keep playing. That was fun.
Do you have any?
I can come up with another one off the top.
Just ask us a general knowledge question. Like maybe about the band Rush or maybe about
Get hurt.
yeah. What about complementary colors or color theory, something like
Purple.
that? I can't believe those are both right. I still have to take shots.
Henry, did you get a Tinder response?
It's not time for that yet. It's an arbitrary time that Ryan chooses, and he has not chosen a time yet.
I love the idea that we're not timed for things yet. We're taking shots before 10 a.m. Like, time for that.
It's after 10.
10:30.
Oh, okay. Well, F me. Let's go. Your money.
Are we taking this?
I am.
Yes.
I can ask you some trivia questions if you'd like.
No, I'm gonna have to probably vomit here in a minute. So hold on. Do we do something? Oh boy. Oh, it's so good.
Losers.
Tastes good.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's really good.
No.
No, it's really good. It feels good.
Not yet.
All right,
Tails
give us a
jumping the
trivia,
gun.
just a random trivia question.
Okay, hold on. I got it.
We're having fun.
You know what? From home watching this, I'm like, oh man, that's hilarious. They're taking shots. Taking a shot this early in the morning, quite jarring.
It's awful.
I'm immune at this point.
I fit my little tum tums is all on fire. Like I'm chasing it with a brewski. It's again quite early.
How have you not been able to just come up with a general trivia
What year?
question yet?
Oh,
Were the Denver Broncos founded?
1962,
No.
1963.
1964,
No.
1961,
No.
1974.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You were close. 1960.
Does it say on here anywhere?
I know. Oh, I threw. I just.
Well,
threw
Kale, I don't know what year the AFL was founded.
Who
Who
was
knows
the-
that?
I just threw
Who
my
was the
quarter.
first Denver Bronco to rush for more than 20 touchdowns in a single season?
Oh, boy.
Stop asking us Broncos trivia.
I know. General. Look at this.
Floyd Little,
No.
Terrell Davis,
Yes, Terrell Davis.
Yo,
Henry is coinless.
Yes,
Yeah,
which means the game is over.
I fired my
that works,
I
too.
fired my quarter into my empty shot
me,
glass
what?
that had vodka in it, and then now my quarter is covered in vodka, and it won't bounce.
I think it's tequila.
Yes.
Did you think you were
Henry,
drinking
did
vodka?
you really just go? I told you if the quarter dropped, the game's over.
Yeah, but
Well,
that
I
was
wasn't listening
but
then.
the
Can
confusing
you just
part
give
is,
us a general trivia
the
question
confusing
about
part is
life?
that that's a nickel.
Why?
Because it's fun?
Yeah, it's somebody in the comments give us a general trivia question, maybe about your own hometown or something about you.
Allie, pull up these hints.
Nothing about
start coming in.
1945.
I'm sorry, I was asking you trivia questions about the Broncos.
Allie, but just no
the
one can see
point of
Allie.
this show.
No one can see Allie. She is resigned to
I'm
her
hot.
fate. She wants
She
nothing
is resigned.
to do with the three of us.
So
I'm in a
resigned.
groove. All right.
All right,
Anyways,
I think some of the other games and
All
things
right,
we have
all
to
right,
talk
let's
about are
move
going to be
on.
more
that's
fun.
right.
we'll move on. So, whatever.
Whatever. Oh, my little tum tums is all aflames.
Okay, actually, we
By the
will
way,
do.
real quick, we mentioned Floyd Little there. We are thinking of Floyd Little. He was moved into hospice care as he is battling cancer. So,
Oh, my.
prayers up for Floyd, a.k.a. the franchise.
We do have. It is time for.
Who had the hottest take?
I think it was Andre. He's got a drink.
Andre. Drink.
Andre better be watching.
Seriously.
Taking notes.
Yeah.
Taking notes on how he can earn his way back onto the show.
Are we ready to see the reveal?
Oh, boy.
We are.
Oh, boy. Very nervous right now.
At least we actually had hot takes this week.
Wow, Eric won.
What does that mean?
It means you don't have to take a shot.
Yeah!
That's so
right.
lame.
40.3% of 191 people voted that there will be a QB controversy after Brett Rippon enters the game. That is the hottest take. So they disagree with that.
Hate you.
Well,
It was close, Ryan. You
It's
were
just-
at 38.2.
I know, it's just so lame because it's way more fun to watch Eric take shots than it is to watch me and Henry.
It is.
Like,
You
you guys
did-
got to be more on top of this stuff.
Hey, you did have people campaigning for you.
Oh, Breck Drew, my guy.
Get out of here,
So-
Breck Drew.
yeah,
Why
Breck
don't
Drew.
you get Silverbuff to vote for you?
I'll text him.
All right, take your shot, gentlemen.
Not me. I'm out.
I
Cheers,
know.
Hank. Don't make a face.
Yeah, faceless. Let's see. I'm gonna watch this. Oh, faceless. Where'd it go? I hope Brittany or whatever her name is watching that.
Grace.
There-
Rahel.
Oh yeah, Grace.
Oh, wow. There's a whole squad.
I'm kind of going for Rahel at this point.
Speaking of, it's the countdown. And speaking of counting down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, show us your Tinder pics.
Oh,
That's so dumb.
Let's see what happens.
Well, here's what happened. I said, "Hey, what's up? I need some help with something."
Yeah,
Do you
we
think
know
the
the
Broncos
message.
Yeah, we
went
workshopped
over the
the
whole
message
thing.
That's right.
for like
Sorry.
10 minutes.
I'm not the one who made
I
me
took
drink.
a sneak peek. I took a sneak peek.
But then Rahel said, "I have no idea."
Rahel's in the mix?
She responded.
Okay.
I know, right? Rahel, for those of you who don't know, which is most of you,
Keep
is
this
some-
to yourself.
Okay. Well, then after that, she said, "I don't really
I
follow up
agree.
with sports like that." And so I said, "Okay," laughing face.
Follow sports like that?
What about? She said, "Follow up." Doesn't matter. And I said, "What about based on just the names? Who will win?" No response.
Ooh.
And it's been about an hour, and I may have blown it with this Tinder match show I've been really excited about for about 5 days now. So
Wow, you really poisoned those waters.
Let's be honest here.
she super
Doesn't
liked me.
watch sports.
Yeah, like what are we
Not
talking
really
about?
worth
I
your
could
time.
get her
we
to
talking
watch
about?
sports.
Yeah, what are we talking about? Listen,
If everything else was right about her, and honestly I think it might be, then I think that we could work around that.
well,
somehow.
you would think, and you'd be wrong.
Okay, the
unfortunately.
main question is, does this count? He got an initial response, but he
No, it
didn't
does
get
not
a
get-
pick.
Hell
Didn't get a
no.
pick.
Nope.
So that means another shot for Henry.
I know what it means.
Wow. Well, it's all right, Hank.
Barkeep.
We've ventured. It's now 10:30, so you're well within your rights to have 3 shots down.
All right. Well, while Henry gets his shot ready.
I mean, we can wait for him to take a shot if you would like.
Okay. Well, I just wasn't sure how.
We gotta let's see. He did
more
one
on it next time,
faceless.
Kale.
I'm gonna watch again to make sure we get some kind of reaction or no reaction.
No
Go
reaction.
ahead. Don't just pretend I'm not here.
Don't spill you.
Henry just dumped
Finish the shot.
a 2 gulp and half of it is on your beard. It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
His lip is quivering.
literally-
That's a face.
Nothing is quivering.
You guys can't see this.
The only
because
thing quivering is Eric because I've been staring at him so long.
I am quivering a little. The only thing that I'm looking deep into the windows of into
my
Hank's soul, in through his eyes. He's shook.
There's
Hank
pi-
is shook.
I
dude.
cannot be
Because he
shook.
it's because he screwed up with Rahel.
That actually is really disappointing. You guys know how disappointing that is. I've been texting you. I've been talking to you two, Eric, for days now.
Okay. We have Zach, who has not yet been voted off the island. He has a magic number for us, so let's find out what it is.
Do you want to guess which one it is?
Oh, God.
I think it's 30.
What are the games?
No, it's 31. He always
He always goes
over.
31. I say today the number is 100. We need to have a 100-yard rusher.
Ooh,
I
think
think-
you could make a good video out of that. I
I
don't
think
think
the
that's
number
what he
is
said.
15. 15 touches for Philip Lindsay.
Okay, all right. We'll go to that.
Can I go with?
Look at this. Shook. I
No,
told
it's
you.
not. I had 2 shots of tequila and my heart broken.
You
Now
you're
technically
shook.
had 3 shots of tequila at this point.
See, I had so much tequila and my heart is so
lost.
broken that I can't even remember. How about? Yeah, I'm not gonna get
Shoot,
one.
okay.
Yo, you made us wait to say nothing.
Literally.
That's
Just
sad.
play it.
Okay.
Just play it.
What's up,
What's up,
friends?
guys?
Happy Broncos Dolphins Sunday. Got my Hawaiian shirt on to welcome the Dolphins into the Mile High City today. And I'm here to give you the magic number for the Broncos to beat the Dolphins and get their 4th win of the season, get this thing back on track a little bit. But here's the scary thing about the Miami Dolphins. There's no clear way to beat them. Yes, we're talking about the Miami Dolphins, and scary in the same sentence. The Chiefs, however, if you drop 30 on them, you have a good chance of winning. The Titans and Steelers, if you hold them under 100 rushing yards, you'll likely get the dub. Spoiler alert, the Broncos didn't do any of those 3 things and lost all 3 games. But the mighty Dolphins don't have an easy formula to beating them, and that makes them scary. They've won games with a 16-year vet at quarterback and former 7th-round pick Ryan Fitzmagic under center, and they're undefeated, a perfect 3-0 with rookie and first-round pick Tua Tagovailoa as their quarterback these past 3 weeks. They've won a game in which they've had 145 yards of total offense. They've won while scoring 23 points, and they've won by giving up 31 points. They've won while turning the ball over twice, and they've won while giving up nearly 500 yards of offense. You get the point. There's no magic number to beating the Dolphins. That's why the Broncos will have to look themselves in the mirror to win this game. And the Broncos have one obvious magic number, 100. In the 6 career games, Philip Lindsay has topped 100 rushing yards. The Broncos are a perfect 6-0, undefeated, haven't lost a game when Philip Lindsay has 100 rushing yards. But in the 31 games he hasn't rushed for 100 yards, Denver is 9-22. Pretty different, 6-0 or 9-22 if he doesn't get 100 yards. This year, the Broncos are 1-0 when Phil has topped 100 yards. They're 2-6 when he hasn't. In Lindsay's first game back from turf toe in week 5, he had a career-high 23 carries for 101 yards against the Patriots. The Broncos won. In the 4 games since, he's had 27 total carries, an average of under 7 rushes per game. If that keeps up on Sunday, Lindsay will need to average nearly 15 yards per carry to hit that magic number of 100, or the odds won't be in the Broncos' favor to win. So here's a message to the Broncos today. Feed Phil. There's your magic number, 100 for Philip Lindsay.
Great job. No, you were right.
I
was also kind of right, though.
No, you weren't right.
No.
We weren't guessing the formula for the Broncos to win. We were guessing what the magic number was going to be, and it was 100. You guys have to take a shot, and by a shot, I'm going to punch you both in the stomach.
No, that's not that. You don't decide when people
We're
take
changing the
shots.
rules. When Dre comes back, you can do it how you used to, but I'm going to punch you both.
See, now you're kind of turning into a Dre.
You are.
That's very
There's something
Dre
about-
energy
there's
right
something
there.
about
I'll
this
tell you
seat.
what,
There's something
doing
about this
that is a quick way to get sent off.
It's true.
So
Dre,
what-
didn't work for Dre. Why would it work for me?
What I want to talk about here is what Philip Lindsay averages per carry. Because if you multiply that times 15, you get over 100. So I was
15?
You weren't right.
Yeah.
You
I was
give
right.
out, no, you weren't. You were technically right, but you were actually wrong.
I have no shame in terms of accepting a technicality as a victory.
He's averaging 5.5.
I know you're a fifth down guy. You're a fifth down
15
guy.
carries, that's 82.5.
Is it?
Unless my calculator's broken.
Is it broken?
15.5. 15 times 5.5. 82.5.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh boy. So not only were you actually wrong, you were technically wrong. How many more wrong ways can this go? Virtually wrong. You were
Absolutely wrong.
absolutely wrong.
Entirely wrong.
Wow.
Can we just say, like, we haven't really appreciated how amazing.
Let them bounce back up, then you're just stuck in right here. If you see a 7-win season, say, oh, we should just lose more games, then all of a sudden you're just spending every year going up and down, just kind of hovering around
it's
right
bad.
here,
It's
never
bad.
giving yourself a chance to go win some games. You got to get some momentum going. You need to get some confidence going
How'd that
for this
work
team.
last year? They've won 4 out of their last 5.
Yeah. I think it's better than them not doing that because what would have happened? They would have snagged Jerry Jeudy 10 picks, 5 picks
sooner.
earlier. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
You're going to be
that's
able to find a good guy at 15. You're going to be able to find a good guy at 10. If you're that worried about draft position, you're just never going to win anything, I don't think.
Okay. Eric?
This is a debate as old as time, especially here in Denver where we're used to winning football games, and people don't like the idea of losing games and losing culture permeating the locker room and permeating what it is to be a Denver Bronco. However, the other argument here is that the teams that are always at the top of the draft, like, just somehow seem to always be at the top of the draft every year.
I mean teams like the Jets.
The Jets.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
The Washington football team.
There's something
Those
about...
are the 3 top teams.
There's something about just that losing mentality and being okay with losing that sort of just like never leaves once you accept it in. That being said, we just got to get a quarterback in this squad. Like, Drew Lock's got to show us something, and if we're not convinced he's the guy, like, you should just take.
What, they have like the 7th most cap space this offseason? Let's bring in some dudes by going
It's so frustrating.
0-6 to end the season
so-
and saying, oh, wait, but you think that's bad.
It's so
what if we
frustrating.
tell you we have the 8th overall pick? That's why you should sign a 2-year deal in Denver.
It'd probably be better than
Yo,
the
it's so
8th overall
frustrating,
pick,
though,
but
like,
you have a good point.
The thing about football is that you have to have a quarterback. There's just it's a non-negotiable part of NFL football, unfortunately. Like,
In a
you can
perfect world,
piece together a successful squad by, like, everyone will be like, well, what about the Trent Dilfers of the world. Like if you
No,
have a good
no, don't do
defense,
that.
you can. I mean, we've been trying that. We've had serviceable quarterbacks with a decent defense. It's gotten us absolutely nowhere. So I got to see what Drew Lock shows us today. Like Drew Lock is really in that place where it could go either direction. And he's shown us flashes of brilliance, but then he showed us last week, which was like, am I arguing for a guy? Like, am I yelling into a dark room for no good reason? But he was hurt. So I just got to see. I don't like the idea of tanking, but I like the idea of getting a quarterback. However you can do it.
In a perfect world, this would work itself out. Either Drew Lock would be so bad that the Broncos lose out, and it's obvious they should get a quarterback, and they have like the number 2 overall pick or the number 3 overall pick, and they're able to get him. Mm-hmm. Or they win a bunch of games here to finish out the season, and it's very clear that Drew Lock has what it takes to move forward. Unfortunately, I'm worried that it's just going to land right in the middle. And that is a problem because, Henry, you're talking about building momentum. Eric, you're talking about drafting a quarterback. If you go 3-3 throughout the rest of the season, well, that leaves you in no man's land.
Yep.
And honestly, that is the worst thing.
It is the worst thing.
I see, and I think that's a thing in basketball, and I think in some other sports, but in football, I don't see it that way. Just because I think that, like, your first-round pick really isn't going to be contributing much at all. I mean, sometimes they do. I mean,
And they have
Jerry
seven
Jeudy has been
games
nice.
left, so 3 and 4.
Yeah, I just think that it doesn't. Draft position isn't all that big a deal in the NFL in my mind. Like, I think that you can find guys anywhere in the first round, and sure, it's great to get one of those cornerstone guys at the top, and sometimes you hit on them, sometimes you don't.
It's true.
I just don't think that the NFL draft is something worth changing all of your organization to move up a couple of spots for.
For what it's worth, tanking isn't real.
Yeah.
You can only tank organizationally. The players never tank. It's never going to work that way. But the reason I ask this question is because if you are of the belief that the Broncos are going to lose today, I think you would prefer them move up the draft board while they lose. So, if that's the case, you are rooting for Atlanta, Carolina, New York Giants, Cincinnati, Houston, which is actually going to go to the Dolphins, Chargers, Dallas, Washington, Jacksonville, New York.
And that's what I really like. Like, I'm all for cheering against the teams that are in front of you in the draft. Like, that's where that energy should go. Not cheering
for the teams that are in front of you in the draft.
Yep. That way they win, they move back behind you. I'm all in on that. It's the other stuff, like cheering against the Broncos like that. I mean, that's just not a good plan. That's not a good plan.
I'm not into that either. I don't like cheering against
it. Doesn't work.
It doesn't feel
It's
good.
never worked for anybody in the NFL.
It doesn't feel good. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we ready to play a little DNVR draws?
Oh, are we? Should we switch seats, or how's this working?
Do we need to switch seats, Allie?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's. We're gonna do that. Maybe you can bring up like a card so they don't see us just like flopping around.
So my computer's frozen.
Oh, her computer's frozen. Okay.
We're really a real tight ship over here, I would say.
Can we still hear me? No. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. I'm the only one with a mic. This is my favorite part of the show.
Actually,
I don't have anything
a
prepared.
mic as well.
What do you want to talk about, Allie?
How this sucks that my computer's freezing. It's very annoying.
Yeah. I can tell by how choppy I am. It's kind of fun to, like, move around when it... It's like a claymation almost.
Do you know what a claymation is?
Claymation.
It is claymation season, isn't it? I would love to watch a good claymation right about now. What's your favorite
Wallace
claymation?
and Gromit? Is that?
I haven't thought about Wallace and Gromit forever, but I love that so much. That is a great example of a claymation. Did you watch that, like, Fantastic Mr.
Yes.
Fox? Oh, yeah, it's tough to...
Eric is still muted, I think.
Nope, he is not.
Oh,
But-
I heard you touch your mic.
Hello.
Ryan,
What
don't-
are the games? What is this game?
look at this. We look like claymations.
Eric,
Stop motion animation.
no one else can see
Sure,
that.
whatever.
I don't think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, everyone else is fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just my computer that is freezing.
'Kay.
So you just looked really, really dumb.
Should I just go off
well,
screen
to
entirely?
everybody else, to me, I'm having the time of my life. I look like a claymation.
Okay. Does this have
Wallace
to
and
be
Gromit,
plugged in?
banger.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we gotta
that's why
watch
you
that.
have to. That's
We
why
should
you
watch
moved
it.
seats.
Maybe we should watch that around
should close your
2:25
laptop,
p.m.
though.
today.
Why you
Actually,
just
I'm
see
thinking
what
more like 2:45.
All right,
Let's
okay.
see what happens, and then we can make a determination.
Okay, Eric,
So
No, hold on. You can't draw. Well, you can practice.
Yeah, how do I?
You erase with the eraser.
When I practice, it's the end
No,
of the world,
that is
though.
not an eraser. It's not a real pencil. You have to use the digital eraser, which is up there, as you can see.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. I'm glad that the computer is freezing so we can have you practice a bit with this program.
Yeah.
I still-
Okay. How do I change my? I don't want it to be so brushy.
You.
Try the settings.
Oh, I didn't consider the settings.
All right, Henry. Well, they figured this out.
Okay.
Let's talk about this Miami Dolphins defense.
Ooh, okay.
Why do they scare you or not scare? I guess they
They
don't
scare
you.
me because sometimes Drew Lock struggles to see where the pressure's
He
coming
also
from.
struggles. He also struggles.
Okay, no. Drew Lock does not struggle. I struggle when I drink too much tequila before football starts on a Sunday.
I feel like we should start to call when your beard starts to grow in your Henry's strubble.
My struggle.
It's a struggling stubble.
The thing is, my beard kind of has filled in, so maybe we should call yours a strubble if it ever fills in.
Henry, you son of a biscuit.
You're the biscuit, though. You're the biscuit. Yeah, the thing about the Dolphins defense, though, it's like Brian Flores, who is the defensive coordinator for the Patriots up until very recently, and also Carl Durrell, who is the Buffs head coach, was on that staff. He was the assistant head coach before he got hired by the Buffs. And so he's had a lot of interesting things to say about Brian Flores and how he really does understand how to build a program. And that's something that Carl has hammered home to a lot. And it's kind of built some respect for me toward Brian Flores. Sorry, sometimes I wonder if my words are making sense.
There's quite a few empty shot glasses in front of you. And you
true.
emptied them.
That is true. Drink your beer.
All right.
Okay, so
I just keep pressing the plus
technology
button, but it won't
has failed
allow.
us.
Oh, we can't do it? All right, so I'll just draw it. I'll just actually draw it on paper.
Technology has failed us. Allie's computer won't let her take the iPad,
Okay.
which is where you were going to draw.
Sure
So
will.
My
you're-
computer won't let me do anything. So the show maybe just keep going on forever and never.
Oh.
Wouldn't that be fun?
what if we just
what a
never
nightmare.
stop talking?
What a nightmare.
I wonder how long we could go.
This is the show that never ends.
There's got to be a situation where we
Goes
can
on
do like
and
some
on
sort of
and
24-hour marathon show.
Some people started showing it.
What would it
not
be?
knowing What it was. What?
What could be our excuse to have like a 24-hour marathon show? Like all across Denver sports.
All right, well, so this won't be nearly as fun because the audience can't see what I'm drawing. They can't guess along at home. But
I mean, there's literally nothing I
Yeah, it's
can
not.
do.
It's not.
well,
It's
you
not
shouldn't
Allie's
take
fault.
you shouldn't take that personally. I'm just saying. I'm
I
just
have the
commenting on the
rainbow
situation.
spinning wheel of death right now,
Oh no.
and so
Okay, well, we'll just go ahead and draw here, and you can just watch the two of them. It's just about the heat of battle more than it is the interactivity.
Oh, so this is a 1v1 type of thing.
This is 1v1.
All right.
Okay.
So Eric's gonna draw. We're gonna guess. Then he'll show what he drew.
Okay. And ready. And
Wait, are you going to be using orange for every color for every drawing, or should I read something into this?
And
Thanks.
go.
A line? No. It's a candy cane? No, it's a ghost. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. Nope. He didn't say yes. It's a
Orange
water
Crush.
bottle.
It's Orange Crush.
It is Orange Crush.
Looks a little bit like maybe a ghost, or it was going to be a
That's what I
2-liter
thought.
bottle. I'll show the viewers at home where I would have gone with this had.
That's not how
Ryan-
this game works.
Ryan not
this
been
isn't
so
a game
Johnny on
about
the
drawing. This
spot.
is a game about guessing.
That would have been it.
That's Orange Crush.
It's Orange Crush.
right.
Delicious. Okay.
Let's keep it rolling.
All right. So number
We've got
two.
a couple minutes here, so
Okay. Number two.
Oh, we are reading something into the marker color now,
Yeah,
though.
we absolutely are. Okay, we'll go black,
Black.
standard.
The Raiders.
Whoo! Okay.
Evil.
Here goes. Ready and go.
Oh, it's a sleigh. It's Santa's sleigh. No. Oh, actually, no. I think it is. Oh, it's a helicopter.
The helicopter.
The helicopter. Duh.
Yeah.
No, you get it for the. I was
Alright,
guessing
alright.
helicopter is in the thing that
That
flies,
was
not
the helicopter.
John Elway's dive.
A la John Elway.
The helicopter. Look at that. Like it looks good up close, but on screen. Wow.
Yeah, really good.
Okay. So let's see what. Oh, all right. Now the theme here is football. Okay.
Football.
So take that into
Football.
consideration.
Why aren't you using the brown marker
Team's
then?
football.
The theme is things you hear in football. Okay.
Things you hear.
Oh. We've got the
Oh,
iPad.
We've got the
back.
iPad.
All right.
Everybody gets to play now.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how long this is gonna. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, what do you mean?
No,
wait.
you went to notes. That's your
Look
own.
at
Oh, we're good.
Oh.
We're good. We're good.
Oh,
That
but
was
notes
your
is for
own fault.
words.
Oh, you can draw notes if that's going to be easier for you.
Well, I mean, it's not going to
I
be easy
think-
if you steal the iPad out of my
Well,
hands.
I had to get you back into the
Wait.
original.
Why doesn't it show your passcode? That's pretty crazy. That's a great feature.
That is. Hopefully you
What
don't
is
have
your
any
passcode, Allie?
sketchy apps.
Okay.
I know I do.
No, it's not
It's-
there. He's not even on
with
camera.
the H.
so.
With the H, Kale. All right. So this,
Okay.
just so everyone at home
Just
is,
draw something so I can
think-
make sure that it's working. Yes. Okay. We're good.
Okay.
An ampersand.
Sucks.
Okay. So just so everyone at home can play along, I want you to keep this in mind. The theme is football.
Football.
Okay, yeah, so I have heard, Eric. I have heard.
All right. Ready?
Yes.
And go.
That's a line. No. It's a ghost again. Candy cane. Nope. Hook. Some sort of hook. It's a fish hook.
Hook and ladder.
It's hook and ladder. It's hook and
God,
ladder.
I'm so good at this.
You're really. I mean,
terrible.
Look at this. Ladder. Did anybody at home beat Ryan? I doubt it.
No.
Okay. So let's do one more, shall we? At least one more.
At least one.
So, okay. Now, guys, before I go into this, and everyone at home, I want you to keep in mind.
Football theme drawing.
In the shot, maybe move a little more.
Everyone's yelling at me. I'm
Oh,
trying.
No, it's
I
just
didn't even know
Allie.
we were in the shot.
I didn't know there was a shot.
Oh,
I didn't know there was a shot either.
Okay. Ready?
I think it might be a new
So
thing.
We
again,
just want you to be on camera.
I don't think that that's the general consensus of everybody. All right. So, again,
Football. Yes, is it football? Things you hear in football?
the theme is football.
Okay.
Team's football.
Yeah.
Okay. And go. Ooh.
Another line. It's another. Oh, it's a car. It's a car. Bell cat. No. The truck. Car. Nothing car related in football.
Drive? The drive.
It's the drive.
Oh my.
What are we even doing, Hank? Like, what are we doing?
Can he get a shot for just how badly he's getting wiped right now?
Hank, did you?
Let's do one more. One more.
Yeah,
Let's see if he
yeah.
has any chance of redeeming.
Let's
Hank,
see.
Tank, did you know that the theme was football? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I didn't understand why you're drawing a car.
Well, Ryan did, and he is really mopping the floor with you. It's embarrassing.
If you get shut out, it's gonna really be hard.
So
for
actually,
you.
I have to
I'm
say,
not gonna get shut
A
out.
small one. A small one.
I have to say the
Thank
theme
you.
on this one is actually
Thank
not
you.
football. The theme on this one is not football.
Not football.
The theme is not football on this. It is. I would
Oh.
say the theme is DNVR.
This is where I thrive. Oh. Themeless is where I thrive.
You need direction. You need direction. Okay. Are we ready?
Yes.
Why do you want such a thin brush stroke? Never mind. Draw your thing. Draw your thing.
He's the artist. You are not.
Hank, Hank, are you ready?
You want to see me draw?
I know
No.
Ryan's ready. Are you ready for once?
I'm always ready.
The theme is DNVR, and let's go.
It's a foam finger.
Knucklehead.
It's not.
How did you say foam finger?
Well,
It's
because
a
it was a
foam
foam
thing.
finger, I didn't
said
connect it. To,
DNVR.
Look at
He
this.
kept
I had forgot.
saying-
I was looking at the drawing. I wasn't looking at his words.
Nobody looks at words, Hank. Those are invisible.
Apparently Ryan does. He got it.
Look at his Hank, and this is Nux giving you his official
Middle finger.
feeling on your guess.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to give my feeling on his guess on camera,
We've
but
got 1 minute until football starts, so we're gonna let you guys get out of here. But thank you again to DraftKings Sportsbook, the percentage sponsor, the presenting sponsor. They have controlling percentage of being the presenting sponsor.
sure.
By
By controlling, you mean 100.
Also, we have some awesome deals for takeout from the DNVR bar today. So if you're hungry, 2 pounds of wings, 4 domestic beers, $20. I don't know if I need to restate that. 2 pounds of up and get a little bit drunk.
and
Just a little
I
bit.
will say,
yeah.
our wings
Slap. They slap.
They do slap.
They slap. So you could try the salt and vinegar. Can't get that anywhere else.
Oh,
Salt
really?
and vinegar wing.